Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. So today guys, I want to find out if I'm going to eat my words. You may have seen earlier this year that I made a pretty critical video about Series 5 of Rainbow High. However, I reserve the right to change my mind and to see if things grow on me and give them a chance despite my initial misgivings. Although I still would say that most of my opinions in that video are probably the same, if not a little more precise than when I just saw them for the first time. I've had time to mull it over and think about it. That being said, I have seen several videos reviewing Series 5 from different people, and this is kind of breaking my rule of I don't watch videos about dolls that I'm going to review myself because I want to be surprised by what they have. But there was one doll that kept popping up every time, and every time I saw her I was like, I can't stop thinking about her, and I'm very surprised with myself. So, you guys already know what it is from the title of the video. It's Priscilla Perez. Now, I wouldn't say that I have completely changed my opinion on her. I still think that her shoes could be 100% better, and that she is pretty generic for a pink doll. She has some interesting features from a doll standpoint, like the long gloves or even her little stole thing, but if you were to show me this outfit on any other doll line, I wouldn't probably say that Rainbow High came up with it because it just doesn't seem super innovative to me. However, she gives me a lot of Stella vibes, and Stella was a doll that I waffled back and forth on a lot. I never found one that I really liked, and I don't know if it's because of the old Rainbow High face mold or the fact that no matter how many times I looked at her, I could never find one with even eyeliner. And that seems to be the same thing for Priscilla, because I had to look at a lot of different ones, and this one's eyeliner isn't even perfect, but it was the best out of the three that were at Target, and I can still live with it. And I really like her color better than Stella's. Stella's fuchsia is a little bit too hot pink for me. I like the salmon-y tones going on in Priscilla's outfit better, so she's kind of like Stella 2.0. to me. She's got a slightly different face mold, she's got a nicer color. So for the fact that her base doll is pretty good, and I got a $5 Target gift card for buying 2 containers of cat litter, I decided, alright, let's look at her. Was I too harsh on her and Series 5 in general? That's what we're gonna find out today. So now that that long intro is over, let us look quickly at the box. I'm sure you guys have seen this a million times by now. Her artwork on the outside, and then her, of course, inside. All of Series 5 and Shadow High Series 2 are fashion design focuses. On the back we have Priscilla and Michelle, and it says, Rainbow High doesn't follow trends, we make them. Watch out, Shadow High. In the world of fashion, we always make the cut. I mean, her artwork is very pretty. She looks very glam, which I'm not usually a big fan of glam either, but hers is a more subtle glam. Like, she doesn't have the giant fur like Jewel or even Series 1 Violet. She's more of a classy glam, like an old Hollywood, which I like the old Hollywood in Robin's outfit, so I guess maybe that's why I'm vibing with her a little more than I thought I would. Anyway, let's open her. I want you guys to look at this. Look at whose idea was it to package her like that? Pulling on the satin dress, not only on the hand, but with the pom-pom, and leaving holes. What is wrong with doll packagers? Now that that rant is out of the way, here is Priscilla, and she is very vibrant. Her pink is such a nice, I don't know, I like the slight orangey undertone there. Like, obviously she's not an orange pink or a peach or something, but it's not like pink, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe that only makes sense to me. But anyway, let us first look at her face. Now, I really like this mold. It's very much like the original face mold, but there's some subtle differences. I don't know if it's that the lips are more full or if the eyes are just slightly smaller, but she's very pretty. She definitely wears this face well, and she has a tan eye color almost. Yes, they're very much hazel brown with green undertones. It's not an eye color we see very often in Rainbow High, of course. And her eyebrows are almost orangey, like she would be a redhead if she weren't a pink head. Then if we look at her makeup, she has winged eyeliner as well as winged eyeshadow. So we've got a white and a pink layer, and then we have the eyeliner, of course. If you look closely, the white is kind of iridescent as well. And what I had trouble with was the underliner. Sometimes it was on one eye and not the other. Sometimes it was super thick on one side and really thin on the other. I think I picked one that was pretty even, but you can see that this eye is slightly thicker underneath than this eye. It's not as noticeable as some of the other ones that I saw. And again, that was a problem that Stella had too. It was just never even eyeliner. So I just gave up after looking at Stella's over and over again. I was like, I'm never gonna find one that's right. She has a really rich lip, and again, her lips look a little fuller to me. I don't know if that's my imagination or just the effect of the color that they used. But she is really pretty as a base doll. So that's part of why I felt a little more drawn to her. She also has one little smudge on her forehead right here. I'm hoping I'll be able to get that off with some baking soda or soap or something. But she's definitely going to need a wash anyway because of her crunchy curls back here. But the color of the hair is super pretty. Again, we have the salmony pink color, but she also has more pale pink highlights, kind of like Bella's pink mixed within, and it makes for a really pretty blend. She just has a little bit of it pulled up on the side here, and of course the crunchy curls that need to be fixed. But it is a really pretty color. Again, another reason why I went for her in the end. It was the hair color and the face and the overall color scheme. This outfit though, I mean, like I said, it's kind of got an old Hollywood flair to it. I think mostly because of this and the gloves. I might dress her in something else. I don't know. I have to see how I feel. Before we look at the outfit though, we will look at her earrings. So we have these gold hoops here, and they have silver studs. They're supposed to be like crystals or diamonds, and 3 little dangly bits down here that are all different lengths. You can kind of see, besides the gold parts, there's a little bit of iridescence on the parts that are supposed to be crystals. Like they used a sparkly plastic. I think they would go with a lot of different outfits if she's not going to wear the outfit that she's wearing now. Speaking of which, let's finally take a look at this outfit. So, starting with the dress, if it wasn't for this boa thing that she's wearing, this dress would just be the most boring thing. I'm really just kind of underwhelmed. It's a fitted dress in plain satin. Yes, we have some rhinestones up here, and then of course an RH belt, and it's a pretty color, but it's just plain. It's really plain. And that was what I found myself saying a lot about Series 5, is there's a lot of just boring pieces. Like, she still looks pretty. Like, I'm looking at her, and it's the gloves that really take the dress up, I guess, because they kind of extend the look. But without them, let me just show you. Nothing special. Almost looks like a nightie or a negligee. Like, the gloves really make this dress. And what's disappointing about that is that most Rainbow High pieces can stand on their own and be mixed and matched into other outfits. Now, I'm sure you could probably find something else to play around with this dress with, but now that we're not coming with second outfits with the dolls, you have to either pull from your existing collection, which we don't have any salmon pink clothes, or you're gonna have to buy the fashion packs when they eventually come out, if they do. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them in a while. The point I'm trying to make is that it was better when we had more possibilities for mixing and matching, because if we didn't like the first outfit, or we liked one piece of it but not another piece, we had ways to recombine things and still make an outfit that worked with the color scheme of the doll. Rainbow High dolls are so color coordinated, and now even Shadow High, which started out less so, is becoming more of a subdued color line rather than just black and white. It's hard sometimes to make outfits for these dolls that go with their wild hair colors and nails and stuff and makeup. Losing the second outfit makes it difficult when you have an outfit that's not really great in the first place. And I think that, you know, you guys saw that I retooled Monique's outfit a little bit from Shadow High series too. I didn't have to do anything super drastic, but the fact that I had to do it at all shows that I would have benefited from having a second outfit to change her into. But I digress. Anyway, pro tip here, the best way to get these gloves back on is to take the hand off, slide it all the way down so that the stub is sticking out, then put the hand back on, and then pull the glove up over the thumb, and you can get the thumb back into the hole, like so. Easier than trying to put it on with the hands on. So yeah, that was a long rant, but I'm trying to decide if I feel like these dolls were worth the price, because they're also $2 more than Shadow High, and I don't understand why, because they come with the same amount of stuff. But also, I was pretty harsh on them when they first came out, and I'm trying to see if I was justified in that or not. And I think I, so far, am feeling like partially justified. Maybe some of the things that I said were a little bit overboard, but some of the things still stand. So anyway, back to the outfit. Like I said, we got the rhinestones up here. It's supposed to look like she's wearing a tank top under this dress that's exploding off of her. It's one piece, which again, it would have been nice if that was a separate tank top, but I digress. And then the belt has a gold RH buckle, and there are rhinestones that go around the belt to the back. The belt is also built into the dress. Again, would have been nice to be a second piece. The gloves. Now these, like I said, are the star here. They really make the dress work, and they are pretty cool. They are a pleather in the same salmon pink, and there are actual metal eyelet holes that they laced a pink ribbon through and tied a bow at the top. They are fingerless with thumb holes, and they are very pretty. I think they are one of the coolest pieces that she has. I will say, because remember, there was that little tag that was attached to the skirt, and there it is, still sticking out. Big old hole in the glove. Extremely annoying. That has nothing to do with the design of the doll. That's just a separate all of the doll industry complaint. Also, while we're down here at her hands, she of course has some salmon colored nails, and they are super long. I think, like I said, the gloves are the best part of this outfit. The extra little splash of gold is nice, the ribbon, the material that they're made of, and that they kind of extend the dress and again give that old Hollywood feel. And also to go with that, we have her little boa. So this is just some bunched up tulle in the same salmon pink, and we've got these little pom-poms. I think her thing is, it's just a little uneven because I've been moving it around right now, but you can straighten it out. It also has little plastic arm holders that are clear so that you can't really see that they're there, and it makes it easier for the boa to stay on. The tool that they used for this too is nice. It's a very soft tool. It's not that like really starchy feeling kind. I'm not usually one for like a stole or a boa, but this is cute. I can forgive this one. The gloves and the boa. If only we could get her a better dress. And shoes. Better shoes. Because, okay, after watching a couple of videos of Priscilla, I realized there's kind of a Bratz influence here on these shoes. They remind me very much of a Bratz shoe because they have really chunky platforms under the toe and chunky tall heels. But the designs, like, they could have made shoes of this height with the Bratz kind of style and yet also made them rainbow high style by putting something more than just plain pink. Again, I point out the fact that her color is flamingo pink. They could have done a flamingo shoe, something like a face or a beak for the toe of the shoe. In the video where I critiqued Series 5, I put an example picture, which I knew I would find something that they could have used as inspiration. These are just really basic. I appreciate that they have a kind of Bratz flair to them, but they're just not that exciting. And again, the dress is not that exciting. Here's the thing. She does have, again, a glamour to her. She's got an old Hollywood flair. I even, like, just kind of thought of superstar Barbie for a second. So maybe that's what they were trying to go for, is something along those lines, and that's why her design is a little simpler than some others we've had. I don't dislike her though. And as long as I keep the outfit together like this, I think I can deal with the dress. Like, I don't despise it to the point that I want to alter it or anything like I did with Monique's dress. Like, I hated Monique's ruffle on that dress, but it's not a piece that I find that I could think of using outside of this specific doll, and I would have loved more detail on these shoes. I hope that wasn't too critical. In the end, and I haven't even looked at the accessories yet, but I'm gonna say that I do like her. I don't hate her. I wouldn't have bought her if I absolutely couldn't stand looking at her, because I'm not gonna waste my money on something that I don't want. Could she have been better? Probably. Could they at least have made the dress and the tank top and the belt separate pieces? Definitely. Is she worth $2 more than like Carla, who does have a separate dress and shirt that's kind of almost the same design, like with the dress kind of splitting open? Like, I'm looking at her right now. And she has a separate belt too. Like, she has the same outfit pieces almost. She also has gloves. Her outfit is really nice and separate pieces. So why couldn't Priscilla's be? Why does Priscilla get this basic single layer satin dress and is $2 more? Explain that to me. Anyway, Priscilla, you are very pretty on your own. I love her face still, and her hair. She very pretty. I'm gonna look at your accessories. Stand and comb. Yeah. Here's our useless set of hangers. We have a laptop, which I believe this is the first Rainbow High laptop that I have, so I'm glad that I have a laptop at least. On the lid, it says rainbow, and we've got the R's in a circle. On the inside, we've got all pink. They didn't really do any painted details on the keys or the trackpad. That would have been nice if they just made them black or something, just for some contrast. But here are her design sketches. Now, how come she's not wearing one of the designs that she sketched? Because that would have been cool. But it looks like this is very much her style. Like, you can tell by the sketches that she's drawing that this ultra glam Hollywood look is what she really likes. So I like that she's kind of designing the kind of clothes that she likes to wear. We also have her phone, where she has a couple of her sketches on Instagram. Somebody liked them. Kim commented, "So gorgeous." The back of her phone is just plain gold. We've got the little 4 cameras here, and then we have her phone case, which is pink pink translucent glittery plastic with gold R's. I do love the phones. These are good accessories because everybody has a phone now, and so it only makes sense for every doll to have a phone too. We get a little compact with spooky guy on it, and this one's a little bit translucent, and on the inside we have the mirror and the shadow. We have her makeup brushes, which are the same molds as the Shadow High characters that I opened before, and her handles are just a translucent salmon-y pink. And then we have her little lip gloss, which is also kind of translucent, and of course it opens. The accessories are basically the same as what we got from Shadow High Series 2. The outfit piece count is just less. And now I know that she has special kind of accessories, but I mean, just looking at her from here, she has a shirt that's separate underneath a little tight-fitting dress with a separate belt piece, gloves, the fan accessory, and fabric boots. Plus her shirt had the little tie and the tie pin on it. And I also want to point out that her like outer dress thing was also lined. This feels thinner and cheaper to me, and yet she's $2 more, and she came with the same amount of accessories. That I don't understand. I really don't. Does Rainbow High, the name Rainbow High, really earn $2 extra? I don't think so. Well, I would have paid $26.99 for Carla. No questions. Her, I paid because I got a gift card. So technically she was more like $21.99 to me. I don't want to, I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand. Let me